In a quiet village surrounded by vast fields and gentle hills, lived an old man named Ramdas. He was known throughout the village for his wisdom, kindness, and deep connection to the nature. Though his body was frail with age, his spirit was strong, and he had lived a life filled with hard work and devotion to his family. Ramdas had one dream that had remained unfulfilled. He wanted to plant a tree that would give shade, fruit, and shelter to the future generation of his village. He often spoke of his to his grandchildren who would listen with curiosity. However, many villagers wondered why Ramdas at such an old age would want to plant a tree. Why now? They would ask. You may never see it grow to its full height. But Ramdas was underrated. He believed that his purpose was not just to live for himself but to leave behind something meaningful for others. One day, with a small bag of seed in his hand and the determined look on his face, Ramdas set out to find the perfect spot to plant his tree. He chose a barren piece of land where the soil was dry and the sun was harsh. The villagers shook their head in disbelief. This old man is wasting his time, they said. Nothing will grow there. But Ramdas knew that the greatest achievement often starts with the smallest step and the hardest challenges. Every day, despite his aching joints and tired body, Ramdas would visit this tree. He would water it, tend to the soil, and talk to it as it was were a dear friend. His grandchildren would sometimes accompany him, and he would teach them about patience, care, and importance of nurturing life. Months passed, and the little spelling began to grow. Ramdas' dedication and love for the tree were evident to all. The once barren land slowly transformed into small oases, and the villagers began to take notice. They saw the effort Ramdas had put into caring for the tree and how it had begun to thrive against all odds. One day, as Ramdas was tending to his trees, a group of villagers approached him. They were humbled by his determination and wisdom. We saw how that you were right, Ramdas, one of them said. You have shown us that with patience and perseverance, even the most difficult task can be accomplished. Ramdas smiled and said, it was never just about the tree. It was about showing that we must plant seeds today for a better tomorrow. Even if we may not see the full fruits of our labor, the tree will provide shade, fruits, and shelter long after I am gone, just as tree planted by our ancestors have done for us. As the years went by, Ramdas tree grew tall and strong, providing shades, comfort to the villagers. Children played under its branches, birds built their nests in its leaves, and the villagers often gathered around it for the rest and conversation. Ramdas had felt lasting legacy, one that would be cherished by generations to come. Moral of the story: true wisdom lies in thinking beyond oneself. By planting seeds today, whether they be trees, knowledge, or kindness, we create a better world for the future, even if we may not be there to witness it.